Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously I'm finding it quite hard to speak normally right now, but this is the tutorial that I've done for you. This is my first Halloween tutorial. I'm not crazy about the way it turned out, but I don't hate it. So I thought I would just post it for you anyway, so you can just see how I achieved this look if you do like it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, if you're loving this weave, and what Halloween look you're gonna do this year. As always, all of the products will be listed in the description box down below, along with all of my social platforms. So please go and follow me on those too. If you like this video at the end, please give it a thumbs up, and before we get into the tutorial, please subscribe. So if you want to learn how to create this neon skull look, keep on watching. So we're going to start off with the eyes, and for the eyes I'm just going to be using the Jaclyn Hill palette. So the first shade I'm going to dip into is this one right here. So I'm not sure what the names are because I didn't get a name card with my palette, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna start wiggling this wig. And I'm blending this through the crease, but I'm focusing most of the product on the outer corner. I am just taking it just into this little indentation here, just to make it look a little bit more grungy. And then I'm just going to feather a little bit up into the brow bone. And then I'm just going to take that underneath the eye as well, just connecting at the outer corner. And I'm using a Zoeva 221 brush for this. And then as always, I'm just going to go in with a clean brush just around the edge. So the next shade I'm going to use is this one just here. I'm taking it on the Zoeva 228. And then I'm just following the same steps as before. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a tiny bit of black to the outer corner. So it's just the black in the Morphe palette, in the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just going to blend that out with the brush that I used for the shade before. So I've just taken my wig off because it was giving me, I think it's not the wig, I think it's like the wig cap. I've just like pushed it back a bit. I look like a monk, like a pope or something. It was giving me a serious headache, like I couldn't concentrate. So back to regular programming, and I'm just blending out that black with a little bit of the black on a 224 brush from Zoeva. I'm going to run that underneath the eye as well. I'm going to stop just about here, so about 2/3 of the way in. And then I'm going back in with the shade that I used before just to help blend that black out. And then I'm going back in with my clean brush. So now I'm just going to put a wing on because obviously from the reference picture she has like blue lashes. I'm not going to do blue lashes, but I am going to do a blue slash teal wing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix together 2 of the Aqua XL paints from Make It Forever. So I'm using the Aqua one and then like the Cobalt Blue. And I'm going to mix them with the Inglot Duraline just to make them a little less matte, because these do dry really matte and they do crack if you don't mix them with something. So I just like to use the Duraline from Inglot, and it just makes them glide on a lot smoother and dry a lot smoother as well. I'm also going to mix in a tiny bit of white as well, just to brighten it up a bit. So the colour that I've mixed I don't actually like, so I'm just going to use the Aqua on its own and see how we get on with that. So I'm just going to create a wing with this. And now just to finish off the eyeshadow, I'm just going to take this teal colour right here on a Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just going to run that underneath my eye. And then just to finish off the eye, I'm just going to take a nude liner and I'm just going to place that in my waterline. So I'm just going to go and do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and finished off my eyes by just adding a bit of glitter over the top of the liner, and for the glitter I just used the Urban Decay Distortion glitter, and then I just added my lashes and mascara, and the lashes I'm using are the Backstage Beauty Rodeo Drive. They're like my favorite. Now I'm just going to move on to the teeth. I'm going to get them all stuck on so that we can move on with the rest of the line work on the face. But first, because I've had like a lip balm on, I've wiped that off. I'm just going to powder over this area just to make sure there's no oils or anything that's going to disturb the rhinestones. So the rhinestones I'm using are just these ones here. I bought these off Amazon. So this adhesive does have like a doe foot applicator. So I'm just going to brush it onto the back of my first rhinestone. So I'm just going to start in the center and work my way out. So I'm basically going to just continue this all the way along my mouth. I'm not sure whether I'm going to just do the top or both, but top and bottom yet. But I'm just going to do that off camera so that I can make this nice and speedy for you. I've done the teeth on the top. I did try it on the bottom and I didn't really like it. They're a bit too big to do them on the bottom as well. And I have quite an indent underneath my bottom lip and they just don't sit right. They don't sit flush to my skin. They sort of like hang off and it doesn't look good. I feel like it wouldn't look good in pictures, so I'm just gonna leave that. So right now it just looks like I've got a real sparkly mustache and I'm not mad. And I'm just gonna highlight my cheekbones and my nose. And I'm just gonna take Fuego from the Desi X Katie collection with Dose of Colors. So now we're going to move on to the fun part, which is going to be all of the line work and the dot work on the face. And from the reference picture, it's all sort of blue around the teeth. So what I'm going to do is actually do a blue lip and then we'll go from there. And because the wig that I'm going to be wearing is like a mint green, instead of doing lots of the cobalt blue, I'm going to change it up and make it aqua and then add a lot more pink in there as well, just so it ties in with the sort of colours of the wig. So now that I've done the bottom lip, I'm going to start going in between the gems to create the sort of depth in between. And then once that's done, I'm just going to go around with a makeup wipe and just make sure that there is no paint on the gems. So now I'm just going to take that same brush and the same aqua paint, and I'm just going to start by making some lines. So now that I've done the lines on this side, I am just going to take the pointy end of this angle brush with a little bit of the paint, and I'm really going to perfect around the edge of the crystals. So now I'm just going to do the lines on the other side. I'm just going to do the exact same thing as I did on this side. I'm just going to let the brush flow. Okay, and then before I move on to the next colour, I'm just going to take that same teal that we just used and just do a few little lines on the forehead. So now I'm going to move on to the pink. So I've mixed the pink and white together to get this nice bubblegum shade. And I'm just going to basically layer some more lines over the top of what I've already done. So the next shade I'm going to use is like a deep rich purple, and I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to wipe it off and mixing it with the Delite again, and then I'm just going to do exactly the same. I'm going to do a few smaller lines. I'm also going to use a tiny bit of the purple right in between the teeth. So I've just done a little diamond on my forehead, and now I'm just going to do my nose. I know I highlighted it, but I don't know why I did that, because I'm just going to go over it, and I'm going to go in with the purple. And I'm just going to do like a little scully nose. I don't know why, but I've got the Harry Potter theme music in my head. It's really annoying. And then I'm just going to take the pink and I'm just going to pop that like right in the center. So now that this little diamond is dry, I'm just going to stick a tiny little gem on it. Okay guys, and that is the finished look. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, but I don't hate it. So I'm going to post this video anyway. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon as well, and that will give you notifications every time I post. As always, all of the products will be listed down below. And with that being said, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.